Morning everyone. Welcome to the start of another school term. I am Mr. Logan, Guidance Counselor. The story is told of a father and a daughter. The father a chef, and the daughter went to the father and she was exclaiming how difficult her life was and how difficult the situations that she found herself in was. And her father did a simple experiment that I want to share with you today. The story goes on to say that the father went for 3 things from the kitchen. He went for an egg, he went for a potato, and he went for some coffee beans. And he light the stove, got some water, and he boiled the water. 3 different pots on 3 different burners. So 3 different pots of boiling water. And he placed each of the items in one of the pots. And she sat and she observed. And her father then said to her to observe the items and tell him what she saw in the pot. And on further inspection, she went ahead and she saw that the potato that went into the pot hard was now soft. The egg that was fragile when it went into the pot was now hard. And the aroma of the coffee beans filled the room. Her father drove home the point to say that a lot of times, a lot of persons go through the same situation, the same experiences or similar experiences, but the outcome of these situations are not always the same. Now I give that story to make the point that all of us are going through and all of us have thus far been through and experienced what 2020 has to offer. But let us determine, let us consider what our outcomes will be. How will we learn and grow from these experiences? Now, we are up on another school term, the beginning of another school term. In years gone by, this would have been September morning. September morning signifies a newness. September morning signifies a change. September morning signifies that there is something that is going to begin. Now, the same mindset that we have taken and attached to September mornings, let us attach it to this new beginning of this new school term. There is a word I want to introduce you to, and this word I want for you to pay keen attention to, and that word is resilience. Resilience speaks to one's ability to experience adversity and bounce back, to experience adversity and thrive through, to experience adversity and not be moved. Now, we have established and we have shown resilience. The fact that you are hearing this, the fact that you are seeing this, the fact that I am communicating with you through this channel, we have displayed resilience. Because with all the adversity that 2020 has brought upon us, the fact that we are here at the beginning of another school term, we are resilient. But the resilience should not and will not stop this morning. So when the challenges come with connecting and getting the schoolwork done, and probably the internet not at home, or the device want to charge, the device not working, parents, you have to make arrangements to get supervision for the children. Whatever the adversity that comes after today, let us remember that we have shown resilience so we can continue to be resilient. This is an attribute that I want all of us to continue to display. The fact that we have displayed it already, it shows that we can continue to display this resilience. Remember the word, resilience. For those of us who are sports fans, or for those of us who follow basketball, would be familiar with the recent achievements and accomplishments of the Denver Nuggets, a basketball team. Now, the Denver Nuggets this year did the unthinkable and came back from a 3-1 deficit, down 3-1, not on one occasion, but unheard of on two separate occasions. That is resilience. Now, whichever area of life you can find an example or you can pull that example of resilience from, then do that. But the important part is that all of us display this resilience. One way to display this resilience is to adopt a change of mindset. Reflecting a little bit on the previously told story, the story about the potato, the egg, and the coffee beans. What can we take away from that story? The adversity was the same. How the resilience was displayed in the coffee bean, it was different when compared to the egg. Now, all of us are experiencing adversities. So you, the student, the teacher, parents, all of us. Now, what we have control over is how we emerge from our experience with these adversities. Reflect on the story a little bit. The potato went in hard. The potato probably went in, if we are likening it onto a human, went in confident, went in sure of himself. But when the adversities came, he was unable to display that resilience needed to adapt and change behavior, change mindset. The egg, on the other hand, probably went in not so confident, not so sure of himself. But the resilience that he displayed helped him to come out of the adversity hardened, confident, sure of himself. Now the same thing goes for us. Somewhere down the line, we are or we will be experiencing some form of adversity. But guess what? Students, parents, teachers, it is up to us. The mindset that we have, the approach that we take, and the resilience that we display will determine how we emerge from these situations. Now, as we speak about mindset, our mind is a very powerful tool. And our thoughts that our mind generates have a great influence on our behavior and on our experiences. A lot of times when difficulties come, some of the first things we say, I can't, or I don't want to, or other negatively phrased statements. I propose to you a challenge this morning. When these adversities come, instead of saying, I can't do this, think about, what am I missing? What can I improve? Instead of saying, I give up, think about, how can I use what I have previously learned to get out of this situation? Instead of saying, this is too hard, think about, this will take some more time and effort invested. Instead of saying, oh, he's so smart or she's so smart, think about, what did that person do to achieve this and what can I do to follow suit? Instead of saying, this is good enough with mediocre work, ask yourself, is this really my best? Can I do better? For us to successfully maneuver the challenges and the adversity that this school year will bring, it cannot be business as usual. It will take extra effort. It will take an extra push for the standards that we're used to be maintained. Now watch me. In order for us to be successful for this school year, it cannot be business as usual. So I have a challenge for you. There are 3 things that I want you to do that will assist you in successfully maneuvering the school term. Number one, each Monday morning, I want you to identify 2 things that you want to achieve. So set 2 goals that you want to achieve for that week. And on the Friday, you will evaluate whether or not you are successful in attaining these goals. If you want it to be academically related, you can go ahead and do that. If not, the choice is yours. But 2 things each week that you want to achieve. You'll make a note of it and evaluate it every Friday afternoon. That's number 1. Number 2, I want you to challenge yourself to 1, reach out if you need assistance, or reach out to somebody who you know that needs assistance. So if you need assistance, you reach out. And if there's somebody you can assist, then you reach out to that individual. That's number 2. And the final one, my final challenge to you is this. I want you to identify a song that you like, but also a song that motivates you and encourages you. So that song that when you're feeling down or when you're feeling demotivated, or every time you hear that song, it builds your spirit. It brings you back to that place. I want each of you to find that song. And for those moments that come that you feel down and out of it, because trust me, they will come. But for those moments, you will use that song to help to bring you back to that place of productivity and bring you back to that positive state of mind. So these are my 3 challenges. And by the grace of God, we will be successful for this school year. Remember, students, the Morat Bay High School Guidance and Counseling Department is here to assist you. Students, parents, whatever challenges you are experiencing, I won't promise you that we can solve the problem, but I can promise you that we'll try. Or we'll put you on to somebody who may be able to assist you. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of the school year. Carpe diem.